Hey, it's your girl Barbie J here, and we are talking about Belle Collective Season 1, Episode 7, Sistervention. I really like this episode. It really, I saw Latrice in a different light. I saw, I don't know. I saw each of them stepping up into their who they are, I guess, their positions on the show. I saw different sides of them. And it started off, well, before I start off, let me give a shout out to everybody in the comment section. All my people in the comment section who be holding my channel down. Ty Harrell, Miss Belle, Isaiah Hill, Bobby Ray, Karen Wilson, Shanice Says, Lamont Simpson, who else? Tiffany Harrell, Tyler Brown, Sahara Farah, Anna Wilcott, Miss Brown Sugar, 2010, Jalen Lewis, Redmond Johnson. There's so many more. Karen Wilson. I tell you, there's a lot. But thank you all. But I just wanted to say, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now. Hit that little red subscribe button and the little notification bell, and it'll let you know when I upload a new video, which is something I do daily. Anyway, I like this episode better than I think any of the other ones. And it started off with Kaylon. So Kaylon invites Latrice and Antoinette and Mel to what she call a girls' night out. So you know how they come. They rolling up in their pumps and their red bottom dresses and all this stuff, all fancy. And it looked like they had a ranch or something, or a farm. And Mel's in the back of the car. They looking like, where the hell are we? They're driving over sticks and they see woods and stuff. And Mel is like, oh Lord, tell me she don't have us on a plantation. I thought that was funny. That was the first funny thing, because she did mention something at one of the brunches about her family and stuff, Kaylon. So Mel was being funny, and it was funny. And so it looked like it was a farm, and they said Kaylon had talked about buying a goat. So it was some footprint farms, and they took them around, and she said, I knew y'all was going to come probably with your red bottoms, so I got y'all boots. And they were like, these look like work boots. So she had, I guess she knew their shoe sizes. And so they went over there with their boots, and who was it? Antoinette was chasing the goats, and they were like, no, don't chase the goats. The goats was running from her. She said, they don't like me. I was sitting there going, that's because you black. No. I was teasing, but I was like, they don't like her. Latrice definitely wasn't feeling it. She said she don't like animals, and I'm down with her. I do not like no animals. I don't play that. And so then they spoke about Latrice shared about her anniversary with Cliff, and how he did it up and made it so nice, and she messed it up by saying something. And Mel was surprised that he got so offensive, and I was too, that he got so upset about it. It was ridiculous. She said, yeah, he left. And then she told what she did to make it up to him. And it was beautiful. And they said that was nice. And she said, and so she laid it on him after that. And they was like, oh, we gonna have little Latrices running around. She said, little Cliffarellas. Did she call them children Cliffarellas, y'all? I said, don't have no Cliffarellas running around. That don't even make no sense. Don't name your child that. She loved that man, her zaddy daddy. Anyway, so then it was Dr. Chandler came and stopped by to see Marie. I kind of like this scene as well. So he came to speak to Marie, Jerese, and it was the baby mamas. Okay, but one of the baby mamas couldn't make it. Baby mama number 2 didn't make it. Baby mama number 1 and 3 made it there. And number 1 is Tori, and baby number 3 is KK. And so Marie was letting them know, that she should not be the first point of contact when there's something that child need. It should go through Jerez. And Jerez, if he needs something, then he should come to her. She said, y'all shouldn't even know where the money's coming from. Y'all shouldn't know that mama's giving him the money or anything, because he's the one who's responsible. These are his kids. And so the doctor was asking him what would be his steps, because Jerez, because the mothers each spoke and said what they felt, what they were looking for from him. And then, like I said, Marie spoke. And then Jerez said his little piece of what he felt. And Marie also shared, she said, I may be looking healthy right now, but my health is declining. She said, not only do I have lupus, but I have fibromyalgia. And so she takes about 12 pills a day. And we heard that part before. Yeah. So, you know, and he's like, Jay, what you gonna do? What's gonna be your next steps? And he's saying, I'm gonna have to step up and be there and do what I have to do as a father and be a better father. And then KK shares that she really wants to have a friendship, but I think she really means like a relationship or something. Like she want to be kind. You know how baby mamas are always fighting because of the man? And that's not what she wants. She says, she told Tori she wants to have a friendship with her because of their sons. Basically raise them because they're going to be brothers, half brothers, whatever it is, they're going to be brothers. And I thought that was beautiful. You know, Marie was like, see, that's some real adult shit going on. That really is. And it is. It's responsible. It's wonderful. And she wants to work together. Then this Antoinette is on this date with this guy she met in Ghana named David. And she wants him to come back for her sip and see. They had kind of hit it off when they were there in Ghana. Now that they're back in the States, you know, he's going to come back, and see her. He lives in Seattle. So he's not close by her, but he's in Seattle. So he said, let's toast. And they toast to the future and having more dates together. But she definitely wants him to come back to see what she's putting together, her practice. All right. So then who do we go to? Then it's Essie comes to see Marie to the house. And she hears about Cedric not coming home all of these days and stuff, and Marie really thinks that he's cheating on her, and he probably is, and Essie's like, stop worrying about him and try to enjoy your life, because she don't know how much time she got left. She's sick. She needs to just forget him and keep on. And she told her, she said, do you remember before when you were sick? We didn't know if you could have died or something, and he was nowhere to be found. He wasn't not there for you. So forget him right now. She said, it's time to move forward, move on. And I agree with her. I agree with that part. And, I have a lot of empathy for Marie, because I have my own challenges and my own illnesses and stuff. And it's hard. It's hard to be dealing with other stuff, because all of that stress and worrying, honey, y'all all know how it is for us Black people. You have all that stress and stuff on you. What happens? It just messes with you, and it causes high blood pressure, hypertension, heart disease for our people. That's what we go through. We go through all that stuff. So we have to be prepared. We have to be ready. What else? Then it was, we went to Letitia and Tambra are back at City Hall to meet with Councilman Stamps. And she wants to find out if things are okay because of what went down at the brunch. And so she wanted to apologize to him, and she did. And she said, I'm hoping he not mad at me after that ratchet behavior at the brunch. It was ratchet. Hold on, y'all. Let me fix this camera a little bit. That behavior was ratchet. And I was like, oh my Lord. So she says she has been calling and emailing to find out about that building. She still wants to find out what she can do. And nobody's getting back to her. So she figured a councilman could help, because he's known to be able to help people with small businesses. So he he says times to get she says she's having hard times of getting into the building to move forward. And Tamara defends her, because I think the councilman is Tamara's cousin, if I remember correctly. So Tamara defends her brunches and lets him know, this has never happened before. I've been doing these for 5 years. We've never had this, but let me tell you, I love Tamara's hair in her confessionals part. The straight down hair, that looks so beautiful and becoming of her face. All that stuff she have going on with the flop in the head and the curls and it's just too much. It seemed like for her little self, her hair seemed like if she leaned too far, she'd fall over. You know what I mean? Her hair is too much, but she looks absolutely stunning with it straight down. I love it. She looks so much better, and not that super pink lipstick, a neutral or like a darker tone or something. She just, I loved her look in the confessionals. That's all I got to say with that. And her voice is, I guess it's starting to wear on me because I don't even notice it anymore because it used to bother me so much. But maybe she's been toning it down or something. Oh, excuse me. Because I don't think I hear it as much when she do her confessional. I don't know. Anyway, so I had to put that in there. But the councilman shared that there's been negative talk around town about her brunch. He said because Jackson is a big little town. Even though Jackson is big, it's a little town. And he said he actually thought about backing out, but he didn't for 2 reasons. And he said 1, because he gave his word, and 2, because of timbre. So they got to get this right. And they said, they said he's known for helping small businesses. So that's why she keeping him around. You know, that's why Letitia says she needs him really badly. Then we got, okay, Tamra is having her second date with Desmond. And this was a nice scene too. You know, all of these scenes were wonderful today. And this show was definitely a 10 for me, I think. But Tamra's having this second date with Desmond. And he gives her a pink rose. He has the man at the door when she comes in the restaurant, give her a pink rose. And when she walks over to the table, there's a dozen pink roses there. And she's like, I told him about, you know, the romance and stuff. And obviously he's been listening. And she's feeling so beautiful and delighted and stuff. So she shares with him some of what's been going on with her, with Letitia and the party and stuff. And she explains to him she wants the ladies to get together and be nice to each other and stuff. So after he hears that for about 5 minutes, he's like, okay, you know. Oh, she said also she's inviting him to her house for Sistervention. So he then asks about her and how she's feeling, what's going on with her. And then she tells him about her fibroid appointment with the doctor and that she probably have to have another surgery. And she's saying how she's definitely been thinking more about kids. And so he offers to help her in any way he can. And he's rubbing her hands. It was such a sensual little scene. And he's just gently rubbing her hand. And I'd like to be there for you in any way you want. You know, I can. And she was like, man, I can see myself with him in my future and getting back together with him and having a relationship. And I think that would be good. She could have some nice dark chocolate and caramel. Well, she more vanilla kids. That way she has some nice little caramel children. They'd be so cute, I think. With his dark chocolate and her light chocolate, man, please. Anyway, but the best part, I think, I enjoyed most was the Tamra Sistervention to help clear the air. I thought this part was hilarious. I am not going to lie. This part was really, really like, okay. Tamra's getting all of these people together at her house because she wants things to work out. She wants this project of Letitia's to work out because Letitia is her girl. She said it. She meant it. She here to represent it. Letitia is my girl. Y'all can't say nothing to me about her. And so she wants to help clear the air because it seems to be affecting Letitia's project for Ferris Street that she's working on. You know, that's her brand. That's what she wants to do. And, you know, the ladies are talking. She has Mel there, Latrice, and Antoinette. And she did invite Letitia, but she must have told Letitia a later time so they could talk first before she gets there. And, you know, Latrice is with her mean girl stuff. Talking about she's mean, she's this, she's that. And what else? They are all saying they're willing to invest and want to be a part of it, but yet we don't want to be a part of it if Marie's in it. What the hell kind of stuff is that? She needs a bunch of investors. She need a lot of people to be a part of it. All the black women who was at that brunch will probably have a part of it. Just because y'all the main characters in the show doesn't mean there's not going to be other people there. And Antoinette's getting up there like, 2 of my friends have gotten hurt by these brunches, and there's only one common denominator, Marie. And I'm sitting here going, hold up, y'all. Hold up. Letitia said, Tamra said they have been having these brunches for about 5 years and she's been hosting them. Okay. If Marie is Latricia's girl, that means Marie has been coming to those brunches. If Marie has been coming to those brunches for 5 years and ain't never got into it with nobody, hello, who's bringing the bad energy? See, because y'all were already talking bad about the brunch before you got to the first one, Antoinette, when you were car shopping. You were already putting brunch down before you ever stepped foot into it. Latrice was already saying, I'm not feeling empowered. They not here to uplift me. These black women, they just want to tear each other down or something like that. She was saying they just want to tear each other down. Really? Really? Come on. The common denominator in person is Antoinette, if you ask me. Because Antoinette came with Latrice when it all went down. Then Antoinette brought the white girl to an all-black sister brunch who tried to make it about herself when all the black people were telling their experiences with white racism. And she couldn't take it. And then when they try to cater to her and pound her and, oh, maybe, baby, she comes back into there and then wants to talk about herself at their brunch. All Marie said, with all due respect, we are not here for that. I really want to hear what Letitia has to say, what her surprise is. Because this is the second brunch. So she just wanted to hear what it was. And all those other black women wanted to hear it too. Ain't nobody wanted to hear about her great-great-grandfather and her feelings being hurt because she thought we were putting down black people. That's on her. This wasn't her brunch. It wasn't about her. And I think the common denominator, like I said, would be Antoinette. Because she was the one who was there at both of them. And yet she was the one who hasn't been to the other ones with Marie. Marie has been going to these and nothing happened. So what are you people saying? Let's go back, rewind the script, go watch the other shows and check it, people, please. Anyway, so it ended with, so they, please let know, oh, they want to support her, but not with their, and, you know, Mel's the one who brought that part up. You know, are we willing to support Latricia with Marie at her side? First of all, who's going to be at Latricia's side? I don't know who's going to be at Latricia's side, but one thing I know is Marie she said 10 businesses. She ain't got time for this. She said she want to invest and help. Okay? She got Essie on her side. Marie don't need another partner. So Marie is doing her own thing, just like y'all are doing your own things. Y'all all have your own businesses, right? Everybody got something going on. So then, what happens? So the doorbell rings. Letitia comes in, and Tamara meets at the door with a glass of wine, told her she gonna need this. So now here, Letitia's like, oh Lord, I hope I'm coming to a party and not walking into the lion's den. I said, girl, drink that wine, because you right about that. And she said, Marie told Tamara told her she was gonna need it. So Letitia ended up having to school Antoinette on how she tore her down at her little champagne and sage party, and said the way it came back to me is, I said, oh snap. And you know, the only person who brought it back was Tamara, and ain't nobody was hiding that shit either. Nobody was hiding it. They was like, so she was like, it came back to me that you said this and said that, and you can't tell me that you gonna say that Marie is the only reason why there's a problem. She said Letitia knows that. She said, I know Marie got my back to the end. Ain't no way in the world they gonna have me putting her down. She said, I don't know these two to know that they would have my back. You know, I'm like, she right about that. And she was like, you cannot blame my brunches because they talking about those are your brand. Yes, you cannot blame my brunches for their disagreements. It could have happened at a convenience store. You know, and she's like, you right. And she said, at the end of the day, I like when people they killing me with that. At the end of the day, you both acted classy ratchet at my brunch. I said, oh, snap. I like Letitia. I said, oh, she coming out with some stuff I ain't never seen out of her. So I like that she was coming out and, you know, She was giving it to them because she's always a little laid back, and it's always Letitia with all the mouth and not Letitia, Latrice with all the mouth, and Marie. But she showed her she got mouth, and I know Antoinette been trying to get up in there, but she ain't there yet. But she let her have it, and she said you both have to take accountability for your actions. And Latrice is like, for what? She said, for man. You up here calling her names. She said, we shouldn't be calling our black sisters out of their name and stuff like that. I said, go ahead, tell her. Tell her. She had to sit her down because she knew she was right. And Latrice couldn't say nothing, come back with that because she was wrong. And then Tambra and Antoinette, Tambra said we should go hard for what you believe in. And she believes in this. And that's why she's working so hard to get them together and work things out. And Antoinette's telling her to mind her business and stay out of it and stop trying to get it mixed up. And she's like, no. She said, I go hard for what I believe in. This is Letitia's brand and I want it to work. And we need everybody to help out. So Tambra and Antoinette get into it because she don't believe in what Antoinette is not believing in what Tambra Cherie is saying. And that this, as they said, this kumbaya and this peace in the middle world and all. You know, you got to start with somebody. And that's what Tamra's saying. I'll be the one in. Start with me because I want to get this to work. I want this to work. And that's what I'm saying. Antoinette and Latrice, sometimes when it's not focused on them or it's not their idea, it's like, you know, and she's putting it down. But so they go at each other. You know, and Antoinette's like, we all black women. We need to support each other. That's what she's trying to argue. You a black woman? And she's like, are we this? You know, so then they got Marie in the confessional going, she said, this Sistervention was supposed to be for me, but it seemed like it ended up being for them. She said to the point where Tamara doing all this, she said, I'm just going to sit back and sip my wine. I thought she was like, I ain't getting in. She sat back and sipped her wine. And so then after that, Antoinette, she apologized because she realized she was undergoing a lot of stress about her business stuff. Then she asked Latrice to come to the side so she could talk to her. And basically, she shared with her her concerns about her vision, about her practice being built, and all the delays and things like that. And what if I'm not good enough? And what if it don't work? And what if I fail and stuff? And she was like, and then I could lose everything and I could be broke and all this stuff. And she said, and I miss out not having somebody to talk to. That was the hard part about the divorce. She missed not having somebody at home to talk to when she have a problem or issue. And I felt understood that because I know that feeling. I know that feeling and I felt it for Antoinette. But then with Latrice, she had some great advice for her. And I liked this moment she had with her. And she's like, girl, you the hardest working person I know. There's that sister backup. You know, you there. And God wouldn't, you know, God is there with you and he wouldn't leave you alone. And I was like, you better go ahead, Latrice, and give that vision and stuff. I know how you feel. I've been there. It's hard. And you just got to keep, that's what makes you go harder. When you think you're going to fail or if you have no issues, you got to go harder and you got to go and keep going forward. And she kept giving her all this positive, like advice. And I was like, wow, that's a different side of Latrice I haven't seen. It was a beautiful moment. I loved Latrice in this scene. I loved all of them in this scene for the Sistervention. And I just enjoyed it. And I hope you all enjoyed it too. So that's it for my recap today. This your girl, Barbie J. Oh, let me know down in the comment section how you feel about it. Okay? Please let me know because this was a very, you know, I was in tune with this episode. So it's your girl, Barbie J, saying peace.